everybody? Movie Phantom here. Of course, I am joined by Natalie Myers and my lovely girlfriend Maya. And yeah, we're here again. We're going to be heading up a couple more movies. We got Half-Life. Sorry, I was almost at Half-Life there. Half-Light and 30 Days a Night. So, boom. Now let's get into this, shall we? Gotta clear this shit off here. Oh, alright. So, last week I asked the question. Top 3 Quentin Tarantino movies. And I got numerous responses back. Alright, first we got Ghostface. What is this pen? Keep rolling back. Ghostface Kid 101 hit us up and said at number 3, Kill Bill Volume 2. Boom. Number 2, Kill Bill Volume 1. And at number 1, even though I said, you know, directed only, it's cool, you're my boy, whatever, because you ain't the only one that did it, other people did too. From Dusk Till Dawn was his number 1, so. Gorshak 13 said, at number 3, Django Unchained. Number 2, Reservoir Dogs. Yeah. And number 1, Kill Bill. He just said Kill Bill. I guess he just kind of threw them together, which is cool. Rise, THX 1138 said, at number 3, From Dusk Till Dawn. Number 2, Jackie Brown, which I really enjoyed Jackie Brown. It probably is my least favorite Tarantino movie directed. But like I said before, like even his, even his lesser work is better than like almost everybody else's, top-notch shit. So, yeah, I love Jackie Brown, real good. And number 1, Pulp Fiction. Open Grave, our good friend Simon Terrell. His band Open Grave got his own YouTube account. Simon says. Anyway, Simon says, at number 3, Django Unchained, which I did love. Love that movie. Number 2, Inglourious Basterds. Another just really top-notch fucking Tarantino film. And his number 1 was also Pulp Fiction. So, boom. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it. Now, this week, I was trying, what we're going to do. 30 Wolfman mentioned this back when he started doing the question of the week. He said it's hard to come up with a top 5. He has a top 5 every single week. And I'm like, I haven't even been doing it that long. And like literally coming up with top 3 every week is getting difficult as shit. But if you scrape long enough, you'll finally find something. So this week, 30 Days a Night is based on a graphic novel. So my question to you guys is, what is your top 3 horror comics? Whether it be just, comic book, graphic novel, or what the fuck you want to call it. Your top 3 horror comics. For me, at number 3, now I'm not sure what the little subtitle is. I'm pretty sure there's a subtitle to it, but I'm not exactly 100% on it. Hellraiser released, like they kind of rebooted the comic book series recently. I think last year they rebooted it. And I read the first couple issues of that, and I really dug. I don't read a lot of horror comics. I know you would think that I do. I don't. I hit up a lot of different horror. I guess when it comes to comics, it's like the inverse of movies for me. Like in movies, I try to watch everything horror. And like, I like everything else too, but I focus more on horror. Whereas comics, it seems like I hit everything else other than horror. But I'm going to try to change that soon. I think I'm going to start hitting the comic book stores again. They'll also be up there. I was on a big Batman kick more than anything, and I'm kind of branching away from that. So I think it's time to get serious and yeah, start focusing on that. But Hellraiser, I was reading that, and I really got into that, so I liked it. Number 2, I've mentioned this numerous times, and I really loved it. Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. Loved it. Thought it was a top-notch. Wish it would have made a movie. I really do. It would have been just effing brilliant. And my number 1, I mentioned this before too, and I do love it. Lock and Key. I think that's just effing phenomenal. I hear they're finally getting the movie made, and I'm really nervous about that because the books are so good that I'm very leery about the movie. I feel like they'll fuck it up somehow. Hopefully they don't. I'm not sure I'll just make a TV series out of it and get good writers so they can kind of, do what they did with Walking Dead and just kind of go down their own path kind of thing. I think it could be done, but, what about you guys? I know you guys don't really do comics that much, but do you guys read comics? No? No horror comics? So I want to know what your guys' top 3 horror comics are. Because I know I'm probably excluding a lot of people on this top 3 as well, but, guys, I'm scraping here. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. I don't know what kind of top 3. We've already done top 3 vampire movies. We've already done top 3 horror movies with numbers in the title. I'm running out of shit to do, guys. I'm running out of shit to do. So, top 3 horror comics. Numerous ways to hit me up. Of course, all my fan friends over on Facebook can, hit me up there. Of course, movefam7@gmail.com. You can leave the comment right down below.
No.
Private messages, personal messages, what you want to call them. And then, of course,
Video response.
So, yeah. So, as in the way of news, I ain't gonna lie, haven't really been checking out anything, but something did catch my eye this week. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen it. J.J. Abrams, director of, he's the creator of Lost. He directed the Star Trek movies. He did Joyride, Cloverfield. He produced Cloverfield. He's really known for busting out these crazy teaser trailers. I know, Cloverfield was incredible. The trailer for it was, the initial teaser trailer was. Teaser trailer for Super 8, same way. And he does it again. The movie's called The Stranger, and I don't think he's directing it, but I think he's just producing it. But once again, it has that same kind of, what the fuck did I just watch? And it's basically, if you guys have seen the trailer, I'll just kind of go through a quick rundown. I mean, it has this really kind of uplifting, positive, but epic music playing. And a dude washing up on a beach, and I was scared at first because I did not like Lost. And I was like, please don't be a fucking Lost movie. I can care less about that. I don't want to see a Lost movie. But the guy washes up on the beach. It's grainy and dark. And he has ropes that were around his wrist, and he's taking them off. And he just starts walking through the darkness. Maybe it's the woods, I don't know. But then when the camera goes this way, you see this light. And I thought at first it was the moon, out of focus. But as it gets closer to it, you start hearing this, and you find it's a projector, the film's out, And then there's a guy who's running a projector, has his mouth sewn shut, and then it just fades away. That's the trailer for The Stranger.
I so cannot leave my mouth sewn shut.
Oh, I couldn't either. You kidding me? I talk way too much. Oh, you couldn't either. You talk a lot.
I know,
she talks so, it's ridiculous. Can't get a word in edgewise.
Everybody in the world.
She really does.
No, you talk more than I do.
What? Since when? She's crazy, folks. But no, The Stranger. I'm curious. JJ has not really disappointed me, with the exception of Lost. I don't care for Lost, but movie-wise, I like the Star Treks, Cloverfield, Super 8. I hear he's doing Star Wars now. I'm really excited about that. So. Yeah, Stranger, I'm definitely in. I'll check it out. So, last week, I guess just because, we just forgot. We'll just come out and say it. We just forgot last week. We saw a shitload of horror movies. And by shitload, I mean 3. 3 new releases last week, and we'll talk about them now, actually. I don't know how we forgot last week, but we did.
3?
Yes, we did. 3. Well, we watched 2. I watched 1 in the morning because I knew she wouldn't like it. I think she woke up a couple times during it and then went to bed. The movie that we're talking about that she didn't watch, Antiviral, whatever you want to call it. It was the new movie from Brandon Cronenberg. Sorry, it's kind of late. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of.
I drank a whole bottle of iced coffee.
I drank some iced coffee and it's not working. I'm kicking its ass right now. I'm kicking its ass and then sleep's kicking my ass. Antiviral by Brandon Cronenberg, and yes, I really liked it. It's different. I won't deny that. Body horror kind of comes back a little bit. Definitely a tiny subgenre that his father helped build. You can definitely tell he's his dad's boy for sure. I mean, just the body horror shit in general. But on top of that, it definitely has this deliberate style to it. Everything's very white and clean in this. I really like that. It had a very clinical coldness to it. The storyline is, without me giving too much away, and once again, I mean, it's in a different kind of world. If anybody's ever seen Cronenberg shit, like Naked Lunch, like that, how it's kind of, it's set in our world, but not quite. It's like that. And in this world, celebrities, the love of celebrities have gotten really out of hand. To the fact that, now, people will literally, if a celebrity has an illness, people will line up and get that procedure done and get the illness inflicted. It's you love Brad Pitt, and Brad Pitt has herpes. Guess what? Now you can give yourself herpes to look like Brad gave it to you. That's the kind of shit they do in this thing. So, there's one celebrity in this movie that this guy just majorly crushes on or whatever, and what happens is, okay, so like this one clinic does this. Like they give out, they're the one that you go to for these procedures. You can get the DNA of these celebrities put into you. However, there's a huge demand on the black market for this stuff. So what he does, because he works for the company, he puts the infection in himself, goes to these people in the black market, they take it out of him. And he keeps doing that with multiple viruses. Problem is, he's got so many in him and out of him that he catches something himself. And from there, it's just really bizarre. And I won't say too much more to give anything else away, but I really liked it. I knew she wouldn't. That's why I waited, I got up kind of early one day and went ahead and played it because I knew she would not care for it. And I was probably right. Wouldn't have been. You wouldn't have liked it, would you?
I don't know.
Probably not. But yeah, Antiviral. I definitely recommend it, but once again, if you're not really a Cronenberg fan, I wouldn't really. I'd probably steer clear. But yeah, it's good stuff. And I don't know if you consider it horror or not. I mean, it's kind of fringe, I guess. But I don't know. Then we went to the theaters and watched The Conjuring. So what do you tell us about that? I took the lead on the last one.
It was good and scary.
It was good and scary. Yeah, I really liked it. I'm not gonna lie. It was like, I don't know, it seems like anything supernatural. Like, I don't really believe in ghosts myself, but it seems like lately these ghost movies have been pretty good. I mean, Sinister, Insidious, Paranormal Activity, and now The Conjuring. These have all been really good horror movies. The Conjuring, of course you guys know the story already. It's supposed to be based on a true story. Basically, this family moves into the house, ghost, they call up this couple to help them with it. And yeah, it's really creepy. Directed by James, I won't butcher his last name, James Wan, I don't know. The dude did Saw. He also did Insidious, and of course Insidious Chapter 2 is coming out later this year. He has 2 movies coming out this year. And he's being very busy. But I love the directing in this one. I thought it was really good. At times it would have that found footage feel. Even though it's not a found footage movie. I'm really digging that. Like, I'm a fan. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I really like that. It manipulates the camera and the viewer itself. Like, when you get the found footage look, it's like you're doing this, and there could be anything right here. And then, one scene in particular, I'm not going to give the scene away, but there was one scene that literally made me jump. And I mean, I was like on the edge of the rest of the movie. And it was a misdirection time thing. Like, you think something goes this way, but it comes over here, and you're like, oh! And I jumped, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, pretty creepy. I highly recommend it. In fact, when I watched it at the time, I was like, movie of the year. And definitely my horror movie of the year, without a doubt. Although my movie of the year now is Kick-Ass 2. But no, Conjuring, really good. And then we watched Dark Skies. And I gotta say, typically, because when we go to the video store, we're very even on how we do things. I'll watch her movies, she watches mine. I'll pick the movies at the theater, she'll pick, we go back and forth, and the same thing here. When we rent, I'll rent some, she'll rent some. And I just didn't think Dark Skies looked good at all. I was just like, ugh. And I just let it go. Didn't fuck with it. And she wanted to watch it, and I was like, fuck. She's been on a shitty kick lately. Safe Haven, The Lucky One, Dear John. The list goes on and on. However, she picked out Dark Skies. I was like, well, at least it's not written by that faggot Nicholas Sparks. So we sit down and watch it. And you know what? Damn good. Sci-fi. It kind of reminded me a little bit, not really. I guess in the feel more than like directing or story, but just in the sense that it's a sci-fi movie, but not like in that it's creepier sci-fi. And I really like that. It almost reminded me of like Fire in the Sky. I reviewed that not long ago. And it kind of reminded me of that, where it's just this normal life and how it's affected by this sci-fi, collision, I guess you can say. Basically, they move into this new house, and however now these aliens seem to have marked the family. And yeah, they have to kind of deal with that. And it's actually, like I said, I can't really explain much, and I don't want to give anything away. But it does have, like I said, it had a creepy feel throughout. And to me, even though as I'm watching a ghost movie, like, I'm not scared afterwards. Like, I'll jump, like, I'm like, oh shit, there's a ghost, and I'll jump. But when I leave the theater or I go to bed, I'm not scared because, I don't really believe in ghosts. Whereas aliens, I do believe in. And I'm not saying that this could totally happen. I'm just saying I could believe this happening before I could, like, a ghost in my house. That's all I'm saying. So, it seems a little more plausible. And the fact that it's creepy on top of that just kind of add to it. So I thought it was really good. Yeah, I recommend it. I really do. Really good movie. Decent twist at the end. I mean, we were going to say it's a twist, I guess, but kind of unexpected. I guess that would be a twist, isn't it? I liked it. What do you think, Sweetie? Dark Skies.
I don't remember.
You don't remember too long ago, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this one right here. She can watch a movie.
We watched too many movies.
We do watch too many movies. So yeah, no, Dark Skies. I highly recommend. I think it's really good. So, you seen any of these, Sweetie? No, not single one. All right. All right. So yeah, that's the horror movies that we watched a couple weeks ago. So, didn't really see anything horror related this week. Or new that we've seen with. We've seen some other. Anyways, I digress. So let's get some comments, shall we? Now, Ghostface Kid, he sent me a link to this website, and I'm just now blanking on it, dude. Like I should have wrote it down. I know I should have. SPCSCO. It's like the new Slender Man on the internet. It's just creature alien thing. Like gray, bald, but has these grotesquely long arms. And people, I guess, are writing stories about this guy. There's a video game that I could not play because for some reason it wouldn't play on my computer. Yeah, but it's... The storyline basically is that, you know, this thing, I guess, is always kind of like crouched or its face is hidden. And it's okay, you can look at him. But as soon as you make like eye contact with this dude... Like, he's coming for you. That's all there. He will not stop until he gets you. And then, they don't really say what he does to you. But apparently, it's really fucked up, right? Like, he'll just fuck your world up. But apparently, like, if you take snapshots or see him on the camera or on TV or whatever, you see a face, you're fucked. And there's no stopping him. Like, he will not stop until he gets you and kills you. So, he sent me all this information and stuff like that. I checked it out. I watched, you know, read the stuff and everything. And he said, now, if I could have a picture of this thing, who would I give this to? I guess, like, the worst enemy. And this will be the same thing with, like, the puzzle box from Hellraiser or, I don't know, anything else. It's going to be Michael Bay or Chad from Nickelback or Diablo Cody. Like, one of those three cunts is definitely getting this picture. If I had to pick one, I'm probably just going to go Michael Bay. He seems to cause me the most headaches, so Michael Bay is definitely getting this. Like, hey, you're making turtles? Here, before you make turtles, here, look at this. And just walk away. Before you die, send this to, you know, these other two. So yeah, that's who I'm sending that to. 13 Wolfman hit us up, and he said that he made a comment last week during we're doing his questions of the week. We did a video, and during the question of the week, new friend of the show, Jimbo, showed up, and 13 Wolfman said he would make a great, you know, he makes a great addition to the show, and I gotta agree, the guy definitely knows his horror movies, old school and new school. So yeah, hope to see him, you know, sometime in the future back on the show. So, and then my favorite comment of the week is now last week I mentioned how whenever I post your Pretty Little Liars on the IMDb, you know, I get lots of hate for it. And this week was no exception. Just everybody running their mouth on it. My favorite comment was from Blood Vank. And it's spelled 2 V's. The Vank. Blood Vank. And it said that I could kindly go fuck a lawnmower. I'm guessing while it's running. I would assume. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you for that. I won't go bang the lawnmower, but I will continue to keep spamming the IMDb message boards. So, boom. So guys, we'll leave a comment. You guys want to have me, you know, send me more suggestive ideas, you know, bang a lawnmower or a shredder, or I don't know, a blender, I don't care, you know, or I just want to send some more hate mail. You guys want questions, ask us, anything, anybody over here, whatever you guys want, recommendations.
Like questions.
He likes questions. You guys know how to do it. My fan friends over on Facebook, you can do it there. MovieFam7, gmail.com. The comment.
No.
Look down here. Guys, it's right down here. See that comment? There's a comment down there already. Just add one next to his. And of course, personal messages as well. And then finally,
Video response.
Video response. So, all right, let's get into some reviews, shall we? Up first, we have from 2006, Half-Life. Okay, so the best my memory can serve me is that whenever I was reviewing, Michelle Pfeiffer, fucking Harrison Ford, What Lies Beneath. When I was doing What Lies Beneath, this movie came up. Like on IMDb, you know, if you like this movie, you should like these, you know, and it was like the first one they listed. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Because 2006, and I was like, I never even heard of this. Half-Life with Demi Moore? Are you kidding me? Like, I didn't know that was, okay. So, that just kind of stuck in my mind, right? So I go to the half-price bookstore, I find it for $2, and I was like, holy shit, it's that movie I saw on IMDb. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll review it, you know? Because I like to review other things. Like, I'm not saying like a shot at anybody, but I know like a lot of people like to hit like the mainstream horror. And I do my best to try to jump around. Like, I'll hit mainstream shit, but I also like to kind of, you know, jump around the spectrum, if you will. I've done old silent black and white movies all the way up, you know, I've done foreign films, I've done movies from like, you know, yesterday to independent, you know, I've done people on YouTube, I've done their movie, you know, review their stuff. So, I mean, I review a little bit of everything. So I was like, you know, I'll fucking review this. I mean, popped up on, you know, for What Lies Beneath. So I pick it up, and I haven't done any research on this. I'm guessing it's British. I mean, the whole movie is shot in Britain. I'm guessing it's a British movie. Yeah, basically what's about is she's a writer, Demi Moore, and anyways, while she's writing this book, her son, they live like, it's not Venice, but it's like a Venice type place where like there's canals for streets and shit. And the son falls in and dies, drowns. And of course she blames herself and shit. So a few months later she decides to, and her and her boyfriend split up and everything. She's
her husband.
Oh yeah, her husband, who happens to be also her editor / struggling author as well. They have a separation leading to a divorce, but first she moves out to this country cottage, you know, and just to get her head straight and to write her next book, you know. And of course, while she's out there, she starts seeing different things, some ghostly things, if you will. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get in it. And don't remember, it's 2006. We ain't gonna run it for these people. It's very standard. First off, I was like, I mean, it's pretty low budget, and production value pretty low. It looks like something that's either shot, you know, for video, like shot straight to video, which I'm pretty sure this probably was actually. I don't know. Anyways, it looks like it's either shot straight to, or like shot for like made for TV. Like it looks like that kind of low budget. However, I mean, the story wise, I mean, it's just kind of slow starting off, and I thought it, like initially I was just like, don't look now type of. Thought I was going to take that kind of route. However, there's a twist about midway through. And of course it's followed by another twist later on. It twists and turns this thing. That is kind of, at first you're like, holy shit, like what? Like, really? And not really like, it's completely shocking, but it is, you're like, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. And then there's another twist. Now, I'm going to lose you guys for a second, because I don't want to spoil this too much, but there was an episode of the Hammer House of Horror, you know, box set I bought. The TV series from like the 80s or 90s. Yeah, and they had an episode that was very similar to this. And even like after the first twist happens, I start thinking like, what if it's going to be like this? And then when the second twist happens and you realize that's what they're doing, you're like, oh shit, this is like that one episode. So I don't, you know, I'm not saying that's like where I got it from. I mean, obviously, you know, that's probably been around. Certain twists have probably been around for, you know, however long. But after that, you're kind of like, it just seems like even more standard, I guess. But it was alright. If you know, you're bored one Sunday day or just fucking flip through TV, I guess over in Britain, because I couldn't see this really be on the American stations, and you're just need something to watch, I would check it out. However, I don't know. It's not perfect. It's not great. It's okay. I will stand by that. It's okay. I think it's kind of weird. It is rated R, but it's rated R, and it's what it says right here. Rated R for some images of violence. it looks like it'd be PG-13. Literally, I think maybe they had like an extra blood squirt. And I'm like, really? I've seen worse than that on CSI, and yet this got a hard R, the R stamped on it. I was like, really? That sounds a little unnecessary. But I don't know. Like I said, worth checking out. And I gotta say, it does kind of feel like a What Lies Beneath type thing. I mean, it does kind of go there. I don't know. That's all I can really say about it without giving too much away. So, you watched it with me. What did you think of it?
I liked it.
You liked it? You thought it was good?
Yeah.
Without giving anything away, what did you like about it?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
Top-notch reporting as usual, sweet. Thank you very much right there. So, yeah. Recommend it. I'm not saying why you're way to check it out, but if you come across it, yeah. But just remember, I'm not saying it's great or even good. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I'm giving it okay. Maya gives it a thumbs up. I'm giving it one of these. It's above. It's above halfway, but so Half-Life. Up next, from the year later, 2007, we got 30 Days a Night. Sweetie, you want to take the? Basically, what it's about is there's a town in Alaska. It's the most northern point of the United States, and basically, there's 1 month out of the year where it's just completely dark, just due to the rotation of the Earth. It is, and it gets creepier because what happens is, most of the town leaves for that month because some people just can't handle the darkness, but some people stay behind. However, guess what shows up?
Mike Myers.
Vampires. 30 Days of Darkness. 30 Days a Night. See? Vampires. They're loving that shit. Alright, so we watched this, we didn't watch this morning. We watched it yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, give us your review of this. What did you think about this movie?
Eh.
Eh?
Eh.
Just eh?
Eh.
Not really feeling it?
It was very long.
This one has like the attention span of like a 10-year-old, I swear. She does this a lot. When we watch a movie, she's like, she goes, how much more we got on this movie? She basically hits the display button to see how much time we got left. Almost everything now. Like once she found out the display button was there, she's like, well, how much more we got? We got like 45 minutes. This one kills me. I don't know. It's ridiculous. All right. After your awesome review, I'll go ahead and I'll jump into this. Okay, when this first came out, I was kind of iffy. Because at this point, vampire movies have been going kind of downhill. This is the same year, I believe, that Twilight came out in 2007? I think it did, didn't it? I don't know. It was getting stale. And it wasn't quite dead yet, but... So I was just kind of like, I watched it, and I'll be honest with you, the first like 5-10 minutes, I was like, oh, I rolled my eyes a lot. Like, they were just trying to, like, put the point in your face that, listen, they're going to be isolated. I'm like, we don't really need that point proven. I'm sorry, when you're in Alaska in general, you're pretty much fucking isolated. But, okay, we've already established that they're in a place that's really high up there. It's surrounded by, literally, it's surrounded by wilderness. Like, there's like this town, and then, like, 40 miles all around in wilderness. It's going to be 30 days a night. So, we already know they're isolated. They keep, like, trying to prove the point, like, this guy, played by Ben Foster, who does a great job. He's a damn good actor anyway. I really loved him in this movie. He kind of goes in, he like steals all the satellite phones and torches them or whatever. And they're like, see? We can't call out now. And I'm like, well, yeah, okay, really? We'll keep doing this game? They destroyed the helicopter. Well, okay, really? Like, it just seemed like they kept trying to say, like, look, this is how fucked we're going to be. And I feel like that was a little unnecessary. They just kept trying to do that over and over. The last flight's gone, and it's just like, all right, we get it. We're not going nowhere. We're strapped here with vampires. Okay, we don't need to keep going on with it. But they kept doing it. However, once the movie gets going, it's fucking awesome. Like, it really is just a really good movie. In fact, I mean, I did my top 3 vampire movies a while back ago. This would probably be in my top 5. I mean, I'd probably put this at 5. I really liked it. The vampires in this movie I really dig because they're not suave, they're not glittering, for one. They don't glitter and sparkle. They're more animalistic, and that's what I like about them. Like, they're very, like, they look human, but they have this very, like, I don't know, predatorial, animal-like quality to them. Like, they're just like a pack of animals, what they are. Like a pack of wolves, really. I would say, like, they're more akin to wolves than they would be vampires, even though they are vampires. And so I really kind of like that aspect of it. I don't know what they speak. I think it may be Russian, but I didn't look it up, so I don't know. It just sounded Russian to me. Maybe it's like a mix of like multiple languages to make them look like they're older than they are. But yeah, they come to town, they just fuck shit up. I love it. Ben Foster, once again, he kind of plays like the guy, he leads them town to town, I guess. Like, he's the one that kind of goes in while it's daytime and destroys all the communications and whatnot. And then, of course, they come in. And he's hoping, and you can just kind of tell he's kind of like a slow-witted hillbilly, I guess you can say. But he's naive enough to believe, like, you know, the vampires will, you know, bring him in. And, of course, they ain't going to bring him in. Yeah, there's one scene where, you know, I forget which war I remember reading this about, World War I, World War II, where, you know, after soldiers were getting shot, they would leave one person alive, but the person would be in agony. And they'd be like, you know, help me. And then when the other soldiers would come out to try to help them, they just pick those guys off. Like, they use that guy as bait. And there's a scene where they kind of do that with this girl. Like, this girl's out there, like, screaming for help, but she's surrounded by the vampire. Like, they're waiting for someone to come out and actually try to help. And just like little things like that I really dug. I think the style of this movie is based on a graphic novel, and it does have like that kind of visceral visual appeal to it. Like, it just has this awesome, not quite like 300, but it does have like this kind of otherworldly quality. Like, the sky looks a little different. Whenever like there's bloodshed, it looks, you know, pretty crazy. Yeah, I really like it. I think this is a damn solid good movie. I'm a big Josh Hartnett fan. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I hated the guy. Like, when I was in junior highs, when he was like rocking it with, like, you know, Halloween H2O and The Faculty, and I just fucking hated him for no reason. I was like, fuck this pretty boy. I even said it like that. I was like, fuck this pretty boy. However, he won me over with Sin City, and then I started watching, and then of course Lucky Number 11 I thought was awesome. And just from them, I just kind of watching different things, and I just grew to really respect the guy. And this is just another feather in his hat. I really dig this. So, it has Melissa George. I don't like her character. She's just another, like, I don't know. Everything about that character, I mean, she's just a good actress. I liked her in Amityville Horror, the remake, but I just don't like her in this movie. Like, I don't like the character. Because, like, you know, the whole time she's like, I'm going to leave Josh Hartnett. And then when she gets, like, attacked by vampires, she's like, I love you, Josh Hartnett. I don't know. It just, typical woman. Am I right, guys? So anyways, yeah, 30 Days a Night. I definitely, I highly recommend this one. Half-Life, yeah, don't go out of your way to watch it. But if it comes to you, that's how I should say it. If this comes to you, check it out. Don't go looking for it. This one, however, I definitely recommend you guys checking this out. Now, this was followed by a straight-to-video sequel, I believe. I have not yet seen it. I'm really sketchy when it comes to straight-to-video sequels. I'm not really... Oh, shit.
Chopping stuff.
Yeah.
Abusing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You fart?
No.
That's disgusting. She farted, everybody.
No.
It's ridiculous. Anyways, yeah. Highly recommend this. Fuck. Butterfingers over here. You guys got anything to add?
Nope.
Nope. Alright. Well, on behalf of Natalie Myers and my I'm the Movie Phantom, and we'll just catch you guys next week, alright?
Later.